How are you finding the move back to, I guess, 15's game in Brumbies colours?
No, it's good. Yeah, it's really enjoying it at the moment. It's been a tough first 2 weeks, but it's a child dream. It's an aspiration of mine to don the jersey. So haven't achieved it yet, but in the right position to do so this year. So hopefully perform and set a good example out on the field, and yeah, hopefully impress in a sense.
Was there any kind of second thoughts when it all came up, or did you jump at the chance straight away?
No, it was more just jumped at it, I think. I've had a fortunate 4 years in the Sevens program and achieved a fair bit through that, and I felt the time was right to go into a position where I actually really wanted to be, and I think 15s is a style of game that I like and that I somewhat seem to perform in, so I'm happy to be back in that scene.
How's I guess pre-season? Everyone's blowing a bit. Did you have a bit of a break after like everything in Rio, or how's the body?
Yeah, no, the body's pretty good. I only had about a week off, then went straight into NRC comp, so which was pretty well in. But got in there, got it done, and then had probably about 2 weeks off post that, 2 weeks, 3 weeks off post that. So body's in good nick and then ready to fire. So 2 weeks in, or week and a half into the pre-season. So yeah, it's not hanging too low at the moment.
A little bit fitter than some of the others, maybe.
Oh, you could say that in a sense, but I think they've got me in the contact area. I've got some sore shoulders as the last couple of days. Rhino's out back there just smirking, so he's good.
Net of Whistler, you won the time trial. Was that a reflection of how excited you were, or how well prepared?
Yeah, that's something that I pride myself on my game. I pride to like to be the fittest there, and I like to set a good example in that sense. So all I wanted to do was just go out there and just give my all, and I was fortunate enough to put in a good time and take away the title, and I feel that's a representation of how I want to play my game, a bit more versatile and a bit more adaptable in playing off the backs in a sense. So I think it likens to how I want to play.
Yeah, so then you have to transform much conditioning wise?
I think it's more just maintaining that conditioning and also just putting on a bit more size. So
yeah.
I'm somewhat a bit on the lighter side, coming from a 7 cents, so probably about 3 or 4 kilos a bit light, so
yeah.
Which I found out through the NRC season. So
yeah.
that's a role of Benny Surf and Christos and JP and all that to get a bit of bulk on and for myself to rip in and give it a good crack. So
nice big Christmas lunch.
Exactly right. I'm looking forward to the break already. Get a Christmas ham in, maybe a turkey or two. So yeah, nice. We'll go from there.
How's the dynamic in the group, knowing that there's maybe a 10 up for grabs and a few positions are up for grabs? A bit of competition? Or?
Yeah, there's competition, but it's all positive and it's all welcome competition. A successful team doesn't really thrive without any competition, and I think that's where the Brumbies at the stage are in a pretty good position. We've got a lot of young kids coming through and with a lot of skill, and I think that's really going to play into the hands of the style that the Brumbies look to play. So with a bit of positions up to grabs, everyone wants to perform, everyone wants to put their hand up for selection, so it's only going to be a good thing moving forward.
Nice, you got a couple of internationals coming in. Nick's joined.
Yeah, it's good having Nick, a couple of Kiwis over here. You don't often interact with them, and they've got a different style on how they adapt as a group, and it's good to learn from them and what they've found that's worked and what hasn't worked. So to have Nick in here and a few others like Foots and a couple of other Kiwi boys, and then when Thomas Kubeli comes back as well, it's a multicultural side. It's what we thrive on is having adaptability, and I think that's going to be a good thing moving forward.
What's it like watching the boys play in Europe and knowing they've got to come back, but also thinking missing out on these runs?
I know that they're going to be in the best condition that they can be. They're at the pinnacle of the game at the moment, and that's where everyone aims to be. So you can only aspire to be where they are, and I know they're going to come back, slot in with ease. We're here to set the foundations and make it easier for them to slot in. So that's all we can do back here to then make it easier for them to transition pretty easily.
You talk about, I guess, hoping to get a jersey and get your run. How hard is it going to be, do you think, to crack into this team?
Yeah, it will be pretty challenging. Like I said to James, it's we've got a lot of depth in many positions in the forwards, and I think it's more just giving the pre-season a good nudge. Putting your hand up there where you can, performing in the trials. I don't know, there's a lot of good blokes along here and great personalities and with a lot of skill. So all I know is I'll be there when called upon, and that's all you can really ask as a player, and as a coach can ask of an individual is just to be ready to go whenever called upon. So that's where I'm going to be.
a bit more confidence under your belt having done that NRC season, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It was a nice whirlwind 7 weeks that I played, and we're fortunate to get into the finals. So to play some top level footy there was pleasing, and to be successful as well. So I have come back a bit more comfortable in that sense, and transitioning's been somewhat easier into 15s training. But I've enjoyed that experience, and now just moving forward to the next stage into Super Rugby and hopefully get a run.